What up, y'all? We're back again. It's getting a bit late tonight, and I'm kind of on a thing. It's getting winter time, and I'm going to start trying to put on a little mass. I've been really lean for a bit, and I also totally lost quite a bit of weight when I got my teeth out. And so, of course, I rely on a lot of shakes, and this is a freaking smoothie channel. Shakes and smoothies, kind of freaking same thing. The smoothies are like fruity, shakes are shaky. So tonight I'm gonna show you one of my favorite like bulking shakes to kind of just chow down and get a couple. I'll try to count up the calories for you guys, but it's a good amount of calories. It's like another almost 1,500. It's probably gonna be about 1,500 calories. Super freaking tasty. But you can kind of just mess with it the other way. I'm using Optimum Nutrition Serious Mass. It's just kind of tried and, it's a good one. It tastes great if you make it right. Yeah, it's one of the better ones on the stomach. Of course, all these like super mass gainer, weight gainer things have a lot of sugar typically, but I think this one's like pretty moderate. Big old freaking bag. And the scoops are freaking humongous. Like, if you use 2 whole scoops of that shit, the little shaker thing in these bottles, it just sits at the top. It's so thick, it's just like, boom. And maybe that's your thing. If you can do it and just mow it down, cool. I have a harder time. That's why you see in here, there's actually a good bit of water in there. I'm going to mix up some milk and stuff with it, but I find the water makes the super weight gainery and thickness of it a little bit lighter and nicer to take down. So, alright. So, let's get making this freaking shake, and I'll show you the ingredients and stuff like that, and I'll show you me putting it in, and let's do it. Alright. So now we have all our stuff together, stacked up all nice. So it's hard to fit me and all this into the shot. I'm all crouched down right now. Probably can't see that. But we're gonna start throwing in ingredients. First thing, we're just gonna throw in the water. Next, we're gonna go with the milk, and we're just kind of eyeing it. I guess for the sake of measuring you guys, we'll put it in right here. This is some ultra filtered lactose free milk. I can't do milk. It will kill me. It won't kill me, but it really hurts my tummy. About a cup, like a good serving, adds another 150 calories. Make sure you don't have your little shaky ball in the blender. Now that kind of looks like a lot already, because this mass gainer, it adds some volume to the overall product, a lot. So we got our milk. Let's get ourselves a spoon, and I like this to add a little bit of magnesium. It's supposed to be good for your muscles and just kind of a necessary little thing, and that's just a little bit of a spoonful, not a ton. Just a bit, like it says, calm. This is a nighttime smoothie, so I want to be calm. Next, some yogurt, mostly just for some good probiotics and gut bacteria and stuff. You guys will learn that I'm kind of all about getting those bacteria and enzymes in with your stuff. It really helps you digest things. Like a lot of people drink all this, protein shit all the time, and you don't really utilize as much of it as you might think, I feel like. Also, this is very interchangeable. Like, if you get like cashew or almond milk or oat milk, same with, they're coming out with some really awesome like cashew milk, oat milk yogurts, and Also a great alternative. Like, they come out just as tasty. Really, this stuff and this stuff and this stuff take over all the flavor. Like, this is going to be kind of a peanut butter, vanilla chocolate. Because again, or I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I throw in the casein protein. Casein. It's supposed to be just kind of a long-lasting protein and just kind of ride you out through the night. You know, this is just so my body never goes into a deficit at all when I'm freaking sleeping. Because when you want to gain size or mass or bulk or whatever, you just gotta not go into a deficit. You always gotta be stacking kind of on top of each other. And that doesn't mean just like cramming in everything, but if you're putting the work in, and I'm pretty freaking active all the time, always just running around and doing crap, and so I feel like I can utilize most stuff. My problem is I don't eat. Like, I can't, like, it's really hard for me to eat in the morning. I'll make stuff up and I just take like 2 bites. I'm just like me. And so I do shakes and smoothies. And you know, like, I've been skinny my whole life. It's kind of like what my body wants to do, but I want it to get bigger. Like, it wants to hang out at around 170, 175. I want it to get up to like about like 190. Would be nice. That's the short term. That's the winter goal, is to be sustainable and looking good, kind of 190, not fat, like bulked out, like bleh, shit. So we got all our stuff in. Now we're going to actually throw in the thickness stuff. So first I'm going to go with the casein protein. And while you do that, I just kind of, I'll blend and then stop blending and then blend again. We'll throw in really just kind of like a loose scoop of this. Like, you can go as hard as you want, but the more you throw in, the more you just have this thick monstrosity that you gotta shovel in your freaking face, coming out of a cement truck. So boop, get that right there, put a freaking lid on it. Oh, now, over some of these smoothie parts, I'll probably be playing some music or something, but before I do that, I think it's like vital. This is creamy, by the way. If you put the nuts, if you put not creamy in here, it doesn't really chop the nuts off, and you got all these, you know, you got this nice shake with all these little crap nuts coming in there. If you like that, whatever. Here's a fat ass thing of peanut butter. But what you gotta do is you gotta smack it in, and then without putting the spoon in the freaking blender thing and chopping yourself to fucking bits, smack it in there, and then once it's like spinning around and it gets peanut butter wet and the spoon wet, if you just keep it right on the top. Don't fucking put the spoon in the blender thing. I'm gonna be pissed if I see some video, someone just chopping themselves up doing this, just all stupid. Alright. Get this out of the way, this ingredient is done. Alright, ready? Dangerous. I'm just gonna put it all in. Just gonna put it all in. So now we have a good nice scoop of peanut butter in there. We didn't explode ourselves. We're doing pretty freaking good. Another thing to mention is, like, you know, there's a lot of powders kind of in this, but I try and throw in as much of kind of like real food as possible because, you know, it's just better. It's like substitute food isn't as good as regular food, y'all. But like I said, I have a really hard time eating. Like, sometimes I'm super hungry. You know, you think for how much weed I smoke, like, I'd probably be hungry all the time, but I'm fucking not. But we've made a mistake. We've made a vital mistake. But it's easy to fix. I'll show you how to fix this. So, we have neglected our ice. Ice makes this really nice because these just kind of sit out. The powders just kind of warms up the smoothie, you know. But if I were to throw that in there right now with all this water, the ice wouldn't get chopped up at all, and I'd just have a big old chunky, and my teeth are a little messed up. I don't like big old random chunks of ice that I'm not expecting in my smoothies. So, easy fix. Take some of this here smoothie, pour it out into your already getting prepared thing. I'd say just leave a good amount on the bottom. Yep. And then not even much ice, you know, we don't want to add a ton of volume again. Like, there's usually a little extra outside your little shaker bottle. As you can see, it's already kind of full, and we haven't even put in the Big Daddy powder yet. Ready? And then this, you just kind of want to, you want to take, you like, go to town. Make sure that, I'm making sure this shit's crushed up. So, give it a little sting. On. Now time for the Big Daddy. So this is just one full ass scoop, which I guess is, these just about 600 calories, something like that. It says a full serving is 2 eating scoops, and that's fucking nuts. But you know, maybe I'm just a wimp. So when I put this stuff in, I usually try to throw it on first. Now we're pretty spun. Let's see how good we did. We're gonna have a ton extra. Oh shit. That's pretty good though. Like, honestly, I probably, ooh, spilling. We're out of paper towels. So yeah. Here we are again at the moment of truth. Alright, honestly, I think I may have not done this the way I usually do it. It's kind of more watery than I usually have them. But Alright, only thing to do is to drink it. Smells peanut buttery. Yeah, I could have drank a way thicker shake than this. So, I'm here with the feeling of, oh, maybe I lost out a little bit. Oh, those calories, man, gotta cram them in. Am I gonna like remake the shake right now? No. I think I was a little more distracted with the camera, getting used to this whole thing, and I wasn't thinking about just my smoothie making. I was thinking of all this going on, and yeah, but it's cool. Something I'm trying to do. Hopefully, I get better at all this YouTube stuff. As much as I get better with other ambitions, like gaining some weight and stuff. It's kind of funny because I don't really know who this channel will reach, but I come from like an old kind of punk kid, metal background, that just to be honest, it was always like kind of a weird thing to want to improve yourself or something like that. It's just like I love it, but the punk culture just by its nature is very nihilistic and kind of apocalyptic in its thinking, and it trying to improve your body and improve be healthy and stuff like that is kind of acknowledging this potential future that you're kind of like whatever. I was totally one of those young punk kids that was like, I'll be dead by 30, whatever, like, they are just like little rock and roller kid. And as you get older, it's not really like that after a while, some say like, wow, you're just gonna get healthy to, so you're in good shape or healthy when you die, blah, blah, blah. It's the total opposite of that. I think a lot of people now are just too hurt and too unhealthy to really enjoy life right now. And I think that sucks. Really simple, it's a really stupid thing, but smoothies are just simple fucking tasty things, and you can get a little bit of health in, or get some more protein in, or get some more calcium or your veggies in, through something that's super delicious, and you're not it's not that big of a deal to make or anything. It could be like one small step into self-improvement for somebody else, or antidepressant smoothies. Smoothies are kind of antidepressants. Try to be in a bad mood while drinking a smoothie. Like a good smoothie. Obviously, if it's a shit smoothie, it's really easy to be in a bad mood. But try drinking just a delicious ass smoothie and then just being like, nah, that's pretty hard. I was self-conscious for a long time around people, and really this expands outside of punk or crust punk or metalhead fucking world. It's admitting that you want to improve yourself is admitting that you think there's something wrong or subpar, or that there are things to improve on. Thus acknowledging, a weakness or a fault or whatever. And yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, everyone's got faults, and but it's kind of hard to be vulnerable and really show that stuff sometimes. And when you live certain lifestyles, it's kind of hard to just change it up. Oh, it's a tricky business, admitting that you want to improve yourself, because you're showing your neck a little bit and showing a bit of vulnerability, and there's nothing wrong with that, really. Around certain people try to take advantage of that, and certain people try to make you feel like shit for trying to improve yourself, probably because they've wanted to and failed at it before as well, or whatever it may be. Most of the time I find when people are talking shit, it's just because they don't do shit, or haven't tried to do shit, or have never, you know, done anything they've had to do to try to do the shit. Like, I don't know. And that's just the biggest part of all of this, isn't it? Just like me doing this channel, no freaking teeth. Could have waited, you know, getting some replacements sometime soon. But that's kind of it. I'm taking the leap, you know. I want to make stuff, hopefully improve some other lives, or at least give you guys another idiot on the internet to laugh at. But cheers to, you know, vulnerability and self-improvement.